Welcome to Whip's Word. I'm Whip Villarreal with a special spring break edition. All right, YouTube, let's get right to the main story for the Word: guns on campus.
Assemblywoman Michelle Fiore's bill would let people with concealed weapons permits bring their guns on campus.
Yes, you heard it right, folks. Gun rights advocates are pushing to legalize firearms on college campuses. It only makes sense, right? Mixing students with guns goes together like peanut butter and accidental homicides. But one Nevada lawmaker is arguing that arming female students will help reduce sexual assaults.
Firebrand conservative Michelle Fiore never at a loss for words, and she wasn't Wednesday in the New York Times. Quote, "If these young hot little girls on campus have a firearm, I wonder how many men will want to assault them. The sexual assaults that are occurring would go down once these sexual predators get a bullet in their head."
Okay, now before you criticize her for the way she worded that, let's give her the benefit of the doubt. Maybe she was practicing lines for a new action-packed film. And while we're on the subject of guns, let's not forget about the group whose message is eerily identical to Fiore's statement.
The truth that firearms in the hands of good people save lives. We know in the world that surrounds us, there are terrorists, home invaders, drug cartels, carjackers, knockout gamers, rapers, haters, campus killers, airport killers, shopping mall killers, and killers who scheme to destroy our country with massive storms of violence. The life or death truth that when you are out there on your own, the surest way to stop a bad guy with a gun is a good guy with a gun. You know it.
All right, yeah, sure, the message is similar, but it's not like special interest groups influence politicians. Am I right, guys? Am I right? No? All right. But with all that aside, Assembly Bill 148, the one sought by Fiore, would allow those with concealed weapons permits to carry guns on Nevada's system of higher education campuses, in public buildings, with some exceptions, and in unsecured areas of airports. Really? Airports? What possible reason is there that someone would bring a gun to an airport? If you're there to pick up your grandmother from her recent trip at the airport, I doubt you will meet armed resistance from ISIS troops. Now, this will be the third attempt to get the campus carry bill through the Nevada legislature. And you know what they say, third time's the charm, especially when Republicans control both the Senate and the Assembly and Nevada legislature. But currently, concealed weapons are prohibited on campuses unless an individual obtains permission from the college president, which is rarely granted. And let's be honest, the last thing a college campus needs is Chad from Delta Psi to be packing some heat after an all-night rager. No, Chad, you did too many cake stands last night. You shouldn't be carrying that thing. Anyways, so the argument is more guns equals more safety. But one question that I raise, is there anything we might be able to see from the past to justify that argument that more armed people translates to more safety?
A mass shooting at a U.S. military base. Just hours ago, Fort Hood, one of the largest Army posts in America, came under attack.
Terror and chaos that has not been seen publicly until tonight in new footage obtained by ABC News, taken moments after the carnage ended.
Fort Hood is home to the 1st Cavalry Division and the 4th Infantry Division.
God, this is just so hard to find something to support more guns everywhere. Oh, I got it. What about police officers during active shooting scenarios? Wouldn't they be best trained to defuse an active shooter without any civilians getting caught in the crossfire?
Police surveillance video captures the shooting in front of the Empire State Building. 58-year-old Jeffrey Johnson suddenly appears to pull a gun when confronted by 2 police officers. Police fire. Johnson goes down. 9 bystanders are hurt during the shooting. Police fired 16 rounds, but were quick to explain why so many innocent people had been hurt.
There were flower pots and other objects around, so when the officers did fire, their bullets fragmented, and in essence, that's what caused the wounds of the bystanders.
Okay, maybe there aren't any examples there I could find to justify guns on campus. And I know what you might be thinking. Oh, this liberal just hates the Second Amendment. Well, on the contrary. Look, in that video, there is nothing more America unless melted cheese was involved and I invaded a country whilst drinking a Coors Light. Look, I understand guns are legal. I get it. But what it doesn't mean that people should start toting guns at school and frighten the properly adjusted people. Chill out, Judge Dredd. This isn't Fallujah. I'm sure there won't be students taking heavy fire during a music appreciation lecture. And yes, I might not be the right person who has all the answers like the NRA, and I can't tell the truth like Bill O'Reilly or Brian Williams. But I do know this. No matter how crazy gun culture gets in America, believe me, it can get crazier. And that, my friends, is Whip's word. Have a great spring break. Don't get too wild out there. Shout out to David Thompson for the graphics. And if you want more content, check it out on the What It Be Like podcast at soundcloud.com/whatitbelike.